What kind of attitude do you have? Your attitude is not how you react. Your attitude is how your mind interprets the world. And once you change that, everything changes. Most people fail not because of skill, but because of attitude. Here's a quick story of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was once called too stupid to learn. His teacher called him slow, and one day he was sent home with a letter. His mother read it silently and looked at him and said, "Your teacher says you're a genius and the school has nothing to teach you." His mother understood the power of attitude. That was why she gave him a positive attitude, a positive mindset to think of himself as a genius. After his mom passed away, he read the letter and it says, "Your son is mentally deficient and the school will not allow him back." That moment could have broken him, but that was his lifting up. He became determined and he failed thousands of times. People even asked about his failure. And here was his response: "I have not failed, I have only found 1,000 ways. I have only found 10,000 ways that won't work." His attitude turned failure into feedback and darkness into light, because he created the light you and I are enjoying today. He invented the light, He invented the light you and I are enjoying today, the light bulb. Another story of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was a great man. He spent 27 years in prison. He was beaten, humiliated, and also isolated. Yet, he came out of prison and he said, "If I walk out of this prison with hatred, I will still be in prison." His attitude didn't just free him, but it healed a nation. Here's a life lesson for these stories. People didn't just win because life was too easy. They won because their attitude refused to surrender. What is attitude? Your attitude is your altitude. That means your mindset influences your success and personal growth. In other words, attitude is everything about you. What kind of mindset do you have? Is it a mediocrity mindset? Is it procrastination mindset? Is it laziness? Is it "I can't do it" mindset? That is giving up. Here's a quick story about my life. I have not been really committed to a relationship for a very long time. And to make matter worse, my friend also had an encounter which broke him so down. I was so touched about his story, and he said it has nothing to do with relationship. That was a kindling to fire for me also. I was so afraid to go into relationship. And one day he said, "Everything is outside my control. I just need to take action to do the right thing, and I just need to just do something. Instead of waiting and say, I will not go into a relationship, why not try something else again?" And he broke that pattern and went back to relationship, doing his thing. And he told me about it, gingering me to go into a relationship. All right? And I told him I will. I saw a lady in church, beautiful, well-dressed, and I couldn't go to her. I was just inside my head thinking what to say, what to do. And it got to a limit. I broke down and I said to myself, I can't do it, and I walked away. But after sitting down, realizing it, I said to myself, my attitude was negative. Instead of thinking inside my head, instead of being inside my head for a very long time, I should have taken action. The cure for fear is taking action. Supposing I have gone there, just said my mind, because I have no control I have no control over her response. It's just for me to take action, and I will feel inside of me that I have done something. My attitude was very negative, and I said to myself, I'm not going to repeat that again. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to talk to people, talk to strangers, all right? Females especially, because it's kind of difficult when you try to interact with people, strangers. You just see someone, some people have a good attitude of interacting, communicating, conversing with people that they just met. It is very good. It is a very good attitude, because this life, we all came to come together, all came to share ideas and what have you. How to keep a good attitude every day? Control the first thought of the day. Your attitude is set in the morning. Before your phone, before social media, before bad news. Say it out loud if possible. Today, I will respond and I will not react. Today, I respond, I don't react. The single decision changes your emotional state. Number 2, separate events from interpretation. Life events are neutral. Your interpretation gives them power. Bad news or bad event isn't bad life. Delay is not denial. Failure is not final. Ask yourself daily, what's another way to see this? Ask yourself, what's another way to see negative things? If someone tells you a bad news, look for a way to see it positively. That question trains a strong attitude in your life. Feed your mind intentionally. Attitude is a mental nutrient. Attitude is a mental nutrition. If you consume complaint, gossip, negative, bad news all day, your attitude will decay. And here's one thing I want you to do. Instead of consuming all those things, instead find something very positive to do daily. 5 to 10 minutes of motivation, self-affirmation, self-visualization. Read a quote, listen to inspiring stories, listen to good news. Look for something that can change the trajectory of your life. What you consume eventually will become how you respond. What you consume eventually becomes how you respond. Number 4, practice gratitude in small doses. Not I am grateful for everything. That's too big. Try something like one thing you do not lose. Thank God I did not lose any loved one today. Alright? One thing that worked today. Thank God I took massive action by talking to strangers. One thing you learned today. I learned to take action very quickly instead of thinking inside my head. Alright? Gratitude quietly strengthens your attitude. Number 5, choose your cycle carefully. Your attitude leak if everyone around you complains, blames people, make excuses. Eventually you will absorb it without even knowing, consciously or unconsciously, because our subconscious mind always pick things. So you need to look for or choose your circle carefully. You don't need many people, just people who think forward and not backward. Number 6, remember, attitude is a choice, not a feeling, not a mood, but a decision. You won't always feel positive all the time, but you can always choose how you respond to it. Just a quick story again before I end the video, before we come to a conclusion. Naturally, I love to have my own time. I love to do things my own way. And there was this fateful day I went to work very, very early. And people were surprised. They were like, why did you come to work very early? Because they know me to be a late comer. Alright? And someone was like, don't mind him. He wants to win the early bird award. But I was not really doing that because I want to win an award or a reward. I was doing that for me. That almost broke my spirit. It almost broke my spirit, and I didn't even know what to say. I just smiled. Another person came to me and said almost the same thing. And I looked at him and I said, I don't even know what to tell you. And I just left. Supposing I had reacted to what they had said, it would have changed my attitude for that day. It would have made me feel less of myself. It would have made me feel angry. It would have made me feel somehow. But I changed the narration. I saw it in a positive and in a good way. And that is how you live your life. Always respond. Do not react. My name is Abutu David. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like and comment. Thank you.